Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City, and today we will be watching the trailer to 1991's V.I. Warshawski, starring Kathleen Turner. I think it's based on a series of detective books. However, I first saw a commercial for this film on, my grandmother. I had a grandma, sometimes you have grandmothers who have a lot of stuff at the house for the kids, and sometimes you have grandmothers who don't have a lot of stuff. And this was that grandmother who just did not have a lot of toys and games for you to play. So when you went over to their house, there was not that much to do. You did what you could. And one thing she had taped off the television just a random episode of WWE Superstars from 91. And I would watch it every time I went there because there wasn't that much to do for whatever reason. I don't know what demo they were trying to hit. There was a commercial for this movie, and I never forgot it. Also because the name is so bad. V.I. Warshawski. You have to think that there might have been a couple other options to title this film as. Nevertheless, let's find out why it stuck with me so much. Without any further ado, let us watch the trailer to 1991's V.I. Warshawski. Oh, nice hip-sounding music, Hollywood Pictures. Oh.
W-A-R, private investigator.
They gotta spell her name.
Look much like a private detective to me.
Kathleen Knight.
Who are you?
Warshawski. V.I. Warshawski.
Kathleen Turner is V.I. Warshawski.
Obviously.
What does V stand for?
Virtuous.
And the I?
Inquisitive. Looking for something?
Just because she's a
God,
woman
she's a woman.
You know how hard it is to get blood out of cashmere?
doesn't mean she's always a lady.
Get to the point, bonehead. Sorry about that, guys. You know what this is?
Wayne Knight.
You know what we do with nutcrackers?
Wayne Knight Falls. Mike Haggerty.
You let a broad do this to you?
She's a lady. With her signature laugh.
V.I. Warshawski.
Babe, look.
What's that V stand for?
My first name.
You're a funny lady.
Try beautiful. It works much better.
Oh.
Believe me.
I'm hiring you. Find out who killed my dad.
Being a detective is no
Arl
job for a girl
Vernon.
like you.
These guys are playing hardball.
I got this feeling in my gut.
Woman's intuition.
Yes, she's a woman.
Get off the case.
This is in Chicago.
Never underestimate a woman.
Kathleen Turner is
Warshawski.
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 V.I. Warshawski.
You're about this close.
What's that? Your IQ or the size of your...
V.I.
Oh, wow.
Warshawski.
That's
My friends call me Vic.
okay. Vic Warshawski. That is the trailer. And I have a lot on my mind. So she's one of those people who has just an impossibly long and complicated name because Warshawski is the last name, and she's okay with that part. But V.I. must stand for, Violet Ingenuity or something so bad that she's really coy about telling people what it stands for. You know what? I kind of relate to that. RJ, I always tell people it stands for Raul Julia, because I'm uncomfortable. It's I was given a long name. It's too long. I feel like it's very pretentious to make people say my full name. So you shorten it, you kind of meet people halfway. I feel like that's what she's doing. V.I. Violet Ingenue Warshawski. And then I love how, first of all, no one can pronounce her name, which is like the running gag, even though it's just... Wouldn't that clue the writers in and the movie makers in to say, hey, maybe they won't be able to pronounce, if people are talking about it. I saw this film with Kathleen Turner's V.I. I don't know, her legs are in it. I also enjoy how it's explicitly mentioned that she's a lady and a woman and a female over and over again. Like that is some novel premise in 1991. Everyone seems to, she's a lady, what a woman. She also seems to be, save for the little girl whose father died, Kathleen Turner seems to be the only other woman in the film. Chicago is just tough mob men like Stephen Root and Wayne Knight, who I guess this is pre-Jurassic Park, like right before Jurassic Park Wayne Knight. And then after that, it's, kind of Seinfeld territory. But it's so weird to see him play it tough. Hey, what did you two guys do? She's a lady. And you know what a lady is? A woman. Stephen Root is looking slender and sleek and very handsome. I think maybe as someone who's been convicted of blue-collar crimes. Mike Haggerty is also in it. You may know him as the raincoat, like the vintage store in Seinfeld. He buys the coats and then he doesn't want them from Kramer and Morty because they have moths in them or something. And Charles Durning, I will say, a great, I guess, chief of police. So VI is a private investigator, maybe? She goes into business for herself. Well, sure, because the police force doesn't want her. She's a lady. The hell's a woman private investigator doing here? I've never seen such a thing. She also seems to wear dresses and heels constantly. And it threatens a lot of violence, but it seems like she has a soft side, so we see her kissing a guy. And then also apologizing for shooting someone. Maybe she maimed them by accident. She also, what I love, great character depth, also likes to jog. And then she jogged past a group of, I guess, I want to say jogging Boy Scouts or like a day camp or something. And they yelled, "Babe alert," which I don't know how you could tell this is Babe alert. It's Kathleen Turner sweating and running in sweatpants and a hat. And all the little boys turn around and they're like, "Oh, it's a babe somewhere?" And then the scout leader's like, "Keep running. Focus on your business." There also seemed to be a lot of running upstairs and a lot of running downstairs. And of course, it's Chicago. So there has to be a boat chase. They really act like that thing is a fucking, gondola. They look as like it's the canals. It's like it's a dirty river. I don't think anyone wants to. Anyway, I also loved how they keep spelling her name. I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. And I think it's growing on me. I have to be honest with you. And the cast seems great. I could just watch Charles Durning and Kathleen Turner yell at each other and get in an argument. Period. Forever and ever. And that would be good enough for me. There's going to be some romance. There's going to be some action. There's going to be some crime. And there's also going to be Kathleen Turner complaining about high heels and getting blood out of cashmere, which is a recipe for a classic for me. And I gotta say, at the beginning of this, I was like, this is going to be a piece of shit. This isn't going to be very good. But I turned around completely in this trailer and with this whole cast and who I want to see her interact with. And not only do I now want to get a V.I. Warshawski shirt for absolutely no reason, I do want to see this full movie. God help me.